The Joe Rogan Experience.
Or was
that
it
was
a
in
military
town.
base?
No, in Bahrain, we weren't on the base. In Bahrain, we were in town. Okay. It was whatever the city is in Bahrain.
It's almost, to me, more exciting that when you would go to a place like that, it would already be corrupted by McDonald's. There's something ridiculously thrilling. Look, I would love to land somewhere. Don't get me wrong. I would love to land somewhere and deal only with the authentic culture. But there's also something kind of weird about flying for 18 hours and landing in some country and ordering a Big Mac and seeing it being served up by people who live in this strange land, different than you. You know, grew up in a different environment, different culture, different language, different alphabet. Here you are eating a quarter pounder in the same place. It's like there's something about it that I like when things don't make any sense. I like when things are haywire. I like when you're like, what in the fuck have you done? There's something about that I like. And I like a Burger King in the middle of Thailand. I like it. Yeah. I don't want to eat there. But there's part of me that's like the ridiculous folly of humans and their decision making and what we do and what we don't do. I'm thrilled by it.
Yeah.
I'm thrilled by ridiculous videos of dudes getting on a slip and slide trying to ride a fucking beer keg down the side of a hill when you know it's going to go wrong. I'm thrilled by that, you know? And there's a part of me that I'm trying to really suppress, that I'm not thrilled by people dying from this virus. I'm not thrilled by you if you feel ill. I'm not thrilled by any of that. I'm not thrilled by anybody suffering, but I'm thrilled by chaos. I'm thrilled by the fact that this whole system gets thrown into a fucking, just a blender and spun around and no one knows what's going to get spit out. And a lot of these people, you're getting really clearly revealed that they're frauds. These people that are in positions of leadership are bizarre human beings that don't even live in reality. Like I was watching Nancy Pelosi trying to dance her way out of saying that in February she was telling people to go to Chinatown, hang out, have a good time, don't worry about it. Like what? You were doing the same thing you're accusing the president of doing. You're accusing Trump of not warning people. Well, you didn't warn anybody either. Everyone's playing gotcha with this. Nobody saw what the fuck was coming. Like I said, the fucking World Health Organization in a tweet was saying it can't be transmitted from person to person. No one knew. So this is all this chaos of all these people getting revealed. I like it.
Yeah,
I like it. There's part of it that I like. I enjoy, because I think that one thing that we have above all the people that live before us is that we have more access to information. We see the flaws better. Whereas before we were lied to and bullshitted. Now you can see it better. It doesn't mean those flaws aren't going to exist, but those people are going to have to be, they're going to have to be authentic. They're not authentic right now. Like when you see someone, the record will show that I was there in Chinatown to tell people to not be racist. The record will show. You can't do that anymore. You can't do that anymore. We demand you be authentic. And if you made a mistake like that, like in February, look, man, if you were hanging out with me in February and we were barbecuing, I'd be like, it's probably like the flu. People are going to get sick. They're going to die. But I'm not a fucking expert, okay? I'm not a politician. And if I said that, I'd be like, man, was I wrong? Here's why I thought that. Here's what I wouldn't say. The record will show the reason why I said that is I wanted you to not be racist to Chinese people. Like, if you believe that, like this is like some intricate plot that Nancy Pelosi had to sort of stop racism against Chinese people. Like, nonsense!
Right.
You were talking shit and the world changed. And it was the same as, like, was it the Secretary of Health in New York City? Who was it that was telling people to go out, take the subway? I forget who it was. But there was this lady, like, she made a bad call.
Right.
But nobody knew. The World Health Organization's telling people it can't be transmitted from person to person at one point in time. No one knew. It's a new thing. You know, were mistakes made? Of course they're made. This is who's the perfect person in real time in the middle of a fucking pandemic crisis? That person doesn't exist. They don't have access to the information. To make perfect decisions, you have to have all the information. Was some of it ignored? Yeah, because there was conflicting information. So it has to be sifted through.
Right.
Is hydroxychloroquine? Turns out that stuff kills more people than not using it.
Oops.
Whoops. That's not good. But then there's some other stuff. What is the new stuff that the nurse was telling us about? Rams, vitamins.
And by the way, I feel good about.
You feel good about getting that antibody test. Yes, it's good to know.